to our Innovation Leaders series. I'm Marisa Kopek, the CEO of Lux, and here we highlight innovation leaders that we work with who are doing amazing things so you can learn from the pros. So with that, I would love to introduce Phil Clark from Neurion. Phil, welcome.
Hi, Marisa. Nice to be with you.
How did you get to be an amazing collaborator? That's a skill. What are things you did to develop yourself, and what are things you remind yourself to do? Like, what are the practices of being a fantastic collaborator?
A big one for me is the methodology, objectives, and key results. Which ironically, Marisa, I have not brought into Neurion yet. Okay, this is something I did in a previous role at 3M, which is a very collaborative and innovative company. But certainly that's just one company that uses objectives and key results. To me, objectives and key results, if those of you who are listening are not familiar with it, very simple. It's really coming down to what are the critical things that we need to be doing as an organization. That's your objective. In general, on the objective, you don't have any numbers, by the way. There's no numbers, there's no quantifiable number that you put in the objective. These are qualitative, aspirational objectives. Why you get up in the morning, what are the problems that you really think are compelling for you to be solving? And these are generally the types of objectives that are keeping you up at night. Okay, so the things that are going well, you do not need to be using OKRs. It's the ones that maybe are falling through things or it's your North Star, the things that you just absolutely need to get done over some time period, typically a quarter. Okay. And then your key results are what are the 3 to 5 things that if you deliver, you will meet your objective. That's the goal. Now, the key results are where you put all your numbers. Those need to be quantifiable. So if you want to be first in mind to a customer, then you need to be seeing your net promoter score, for example, go from X to Y. And then that would be an indication that your customers are putting you in first in mind. They're recommending you. Those are the kinds of things. To me, the conversation, there's a little bit of a discussion there around embrace the mess. Because when you're first putting in OKRs in place, the discussion, and it's a cross-functional discussion with cross-functional teams, you're constantly talking about what is the most important thing that you should be doing now. And that would be your 3 to 5 OKRs as an organization. And you think about, we're a $6 billion company. So at the C-suite level, you would expect to only have maybe 5 sets of objectives and key results, or OKRs. And for those of you who want to learn more, there's a great book, a bit of the first book that everybody starts to read when they learn about this is Measure What Matters by John Doerr. And it's a great book, and it's a great audio book. And if you need additional convincing, Bono from U2, the lead singer from U2, actually reads a part in the audiobook about how OKRs through the Gates Foundation really changed his One initiative in Africa. So to me, it's sort of like, don't think of this as a business process. Think of this as a lifestyle, or how you can really realize your purpose. That to me is a key part of bringing groups together that gets change management as part of the discussion right out. And it's about what you're going to do as much as about what you're not going to do right now.
Right.
That can be really galvanizing for the team.
Absolutely. It's the deselection that's always the hardest, not the
Right.
selection.